Good afternoon, classmate. Good afternoon, Doc. Here's my presentation about managing knowledge and information. The knowledge escape of knowledge management. One of the areas of corporate and governmental software investment that is fast expanding in knowledge management and collaboration system. Collaboration and knowledge management are strongly intertwined. Knowledge that cannot be shared and communicate to others is practically useless. When knowledge is disseminated across the organization, it becomes useful. We live in the information economy where the creation and dissemination of knowledge and information is the primary source of income and prosperity. As managers become aware that their company ability to develop and manage knowledge is a key component of its value. Knowledge management has emerged as a key themes in many global business. Uh, Important dimension of knowledge. Ano tayo dito? A, knowledge is a firm asset. Sinasakop nito yung knowledge is an intangible asset. The transformation of data into useful information and knowledge requires organizational resources. Knowledge is not subject to the law of diminishing return as our physical asset, but instead experience network as effect as its value increase as more people share it. B, knowledge has different form. Uh, Nandito yung knowledge can be either tacit or explicit. Knowledge involved know-how, craft and skills. Knowledge involved knowing how to follow procedure. Knowledge involved knowing why, not simply when, and things happen. Sa letter C, knowledge has allocation. Knowledge is cognitive event involving mental model and maps of individual. There is a both of social and an individual basis of knowledge. Knowledge is sticky, hard to move, situated, in miss in the form of culture, and contextual. Yan yung work only in the certain situation. Sa D naman, knowledge is a situational. Knowledge is a conditional. Knowing when to apply and procedure, it's just important as knowing the procedure. Yan yung conditional. Knowing is related to context. You must know how to use a certain tool and under what circumstance. Sa value chains knowledge, meron dito tayong chart na knowledge management value. Yan yung magkakaroon siya ng feedback. Ito yung sa una, ito yung acquire, store, disseminate, and apply. Pagkatapos niyan, meron tayong ditong management, organizational activities. Tapos, babalik siya sa paikot-ikot lang siya. Mag-feedback kung anong plan, saka management, organizational activities. Knowledge acquisition naman tayo. Depending on the kind of knowledge an organizational seek, they might obtain in the variety of method. Building corporate repositories of document, reports, presentation, and best practice was the goal of first knowledge management system. Unstructured material are now included in this expanded initiative, such as email. In this instance, business build online expert network so that staff member can find expert when the organization who is individually competent. Document pattern and expert dito sa knowledge and storage, document pattern and expert role must be safe after they are found so that the staff member can access the use of them later. Large database with the capacity to store collection on documents are documents management system which digitize, index, and tag document in the accordance with the logical framework. Management must encourage the creation of the corporate-wide scheme for index documents, support the development of planned knowledge storage system, and recognize the reward employee who takes time to update the preserved. Punto tayo dito sa knowledge divination, a variety of collaboration tool to sharing calendar document data, and graphics have expanded thanks to the development of portal, email, instant messaging, wikis, social business tools, and search engine. Managers are assist in focusing their attention on the crucial knowledge and information by training program, informal network, and shared management experience transmit through a supportive culture. Dito sa knowledge application, regardless of the knowledge management system in the question, knowledge that is not shared and applied to the real world issue that managers are business faced does not provide value to the company. Organizational knowledge must be integrated into the system for decision support and becomes a systematic component in management decision making in the order to yield a return on investment. Uh, Punta tayo dito sa building organizational and management capital. Andyan yung collaboration, communities of practice, and office environment. Managers can aid in knowledge acquisition by creating new organizational roles and responsibilities such as Chief Knowledge Officer executive position, knowledge manager is staff position, and communities of practice. Communities of practice or COPS are an official social network of experts and workers from within the outside of the company who shared similar interests and activities. These communities engage in self and group education, conference, online newsletter, and daily sharing of experience and method of resolving particular workplace issue. Meron tayo ditong major type of knowledge management. Una dito, enterprise-wide knowledge management. Meron tong apat na components. So, companies must manage and list three different type of knowledge. The company has some knowledge that is stored in the structured text document. Ito yung report and presentations. Decision making also requires structured information such as found in the email, voicemail, chat room, conversation, movies, digital and photos, brochure and bulletin boards posting. The knowledge is held in the employee head in the neither formal or digitized in any way. Sa pangalawa, ito yung enterprise content system. Organizational and management and semi-structure and structure knowledge assets are required for business today. Structure knowledge is explicit knowledge that may be found in the formal paper and regulation that organizations have developed through observing experts and their decision-making techniques. Organization can manage both sort of information with the aid of enterprise content management solution. They are equipped to help business make better business decision and capture, store, retrieve, distribute, and preserve knowledge. This system has the capacity to gather and organize semi-structured content, including email and well and corporate repositories for documents, reports, presentation, and best practice. Punta tayo dito sa number 3. Ito yung System for Knowledge Network. Knowledge network system deal with the issue that emerges when the necessary knowledge is not stored in the digital document, but rather kept in the memory of certain corporate experts. Knowledge network system offer an online directory of corporate experts and their biographies, which include information on their work history, current projects, publication, and academic credentials. Dito sa Social Tools Learning Management System and Collaboration. Social bookmarking enable user to add their bookmarks to the website on a public website and tag this bookmark with keywords, making it simpler to search for the share information for knowledge resources outside the company. Folksonomies are user-generated taxonomies developed for sharing bookmarks. The most well-known social bookmarking websites are Delicious, Slashdot, and Pinterest. A learning management system or LMS offer resources for the administration, facilities, monitoring, and evaluation of numerous forms of employee learning. To develop multiple learning forms are supported by modern LMS, including CD-ROM, downloadable videos, online classes, live instruction in person or online, and group learning through discussion board and chat session. Dito tayo sa knowledge work system. This enterprise-wide knowledge system offer a variety of capabilities that many, if not all employees are grouped in the organization can use in order to support knowledge worker in the creation of new knowledge and the effective integration of the information into the business. Organization also provide them with a special system. Ito yung pangalawa naman, yung itong skills, employees, and skilled worker. Research, designer, architect, scientist, and engineer are example of knowledge worker, and they are largely responsible for reducing knowledge and information for the organization. Three crucial tasks of knowledge worker carry out on the crucial of the organization and the managers that work there. Ito yung keeping the organization information about change in the technology system, social philosophy, and arts. They occur outside the institution, serving as internal consultant with the reference to their areas of expertise, currently event, and opportunities, serving as change agent and assisting launching and promoting change. Sa pangatlo, work system knowledge requirement. Knowledge worker needs highly specialized knowledge work system with strong visual, analytical tools, communication, and document management capabilities. This system must have enough processing capability to handle the complex calculation or high-end graphics required by knowledge worker like scientist, researcher, product designer, and financial. Mhm. Sa pang-apat, meron tayo dito itong knowledge work system example. Ito yung main category of knowledge work system. Una dito yung CAD system. Using computer and advanced graphical system, computer aid design or CAD automates the production and refinement of the design. A significant amount of time of money is saved while generating the manufacturing process with far fewer issues due to the capability of CAD software to the offer design requires for the tool and production. Data for 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, uh, which employed machine to build solid item layer by layer from specification in the digital file can be provided by CAD. Marami rito, gaya na neto. Meron tayo ngayong 3D printing na yung nagagawa niya is high high-end na plastic na pwede nang gamitin sa spare parts ng mga makina. Marami dito yung isa rin dito yung paggawa ng ating spare parts na diretso na sa makina. Kung ikakad mo siya, hindi na siya mano-mano. Gagamit ka ng lathe, gagamit ka ng milling machine, gagamit ka ng kung ano-anong mga conventional na machine. Di tulad ng CAD, pag prinogram mo siya, lahat siya nagagawa hanggang sa matapos. Kumbaga, automation ang gagawa nito. Ito yung CAD, i-drawing mo lang siya. Papasokan mo ng mga tools na kailangan, kung anong mga butas ang kailangan, lahat ilalagay mo na sa CAD. Then, pag pinasok mo sa makina, diretso na siya. Gagawin niya. Example dito yung engine block. Or, etong nasa picture, yung tawag dito gear. Gear ng tawag dito planer. Yan, pag ginamitan mo ng conventional, matagal. Pero pag ginamitan mo siya ng CAD at pinasok sa mga CNC or computer numeric machine, pag sinalang mo yung bakal lang sa matapos, gear na siya. Punta tayo dito sa virtual reality system for modeling and simulation. This product computer generates animation using interactive graphic software that are so convincing and consumer that they almost think they are taking part in the real world scenario. Student at the NYU or Longmont Medical Center in the New York can decide a simulation cadaver by projecting the screen while using 3D glass. Virtual reality has the best use for Ford Motor Company to aid the creation of its automobile. The designer was able to sit in the surrounding by the vehicle 3D design while wearing virtual reality glass and gloves with sensor to get the sense of the how to suggest inside the field. Augmented reality or AR are associated technology for improving visualization. You can see the physical environment in the real time that has aspects that have been enhanced by digitally created visual. Example of augmented reality include the yellow first down marker that are displayed in the television during football game and image guide survey in the which information from CT or MRI and ultrasound scan is placed on the patient while they are being operated. Ditong sa unang sinabi niya is yung virtual reality. Kung napanood nyo yung Iron Man, isa na rito yung virtual reality. Pag siya ay naggagawa ng robot, pinapaikot, pwede niyang pasukin, pwede niyang lahat. Yan yon. Ito nang sa AR or augmented, gaya ng sinabi dito sa MRI, may ididikit sa yung sa katawan mo at mag-a-appear kung ano ang nasa-sense. Depende sa pangangailangan ng doktor yan. Maraming klase kasi itong ultrasound na to. Meron pang itong pagtawag nito. Hindi siya ultrasound, yung scan ng kamay. Hindi ko Hindi ko maalala kung ano. Dito sa Virtual Reality Modeling Language or VRML is used by the virtual reality application created for the web. It is a set of guidelines for interactive three-dimensional modeling on the World Wide Web that can combine several media formats such as animation, graphics, and audio to immerse user in the virtual representation of the real world. Platform independence, desktop computer operation, and low bandwidth requirements are all featured by VR element. Mhm. Dito sa financial workstation, the financial sector is utilized expertise and time is broker and dealer and portfolio manager by developer. Deploying specialized investment workstation like Bloomberg Terminal investment workstation have been implemented by companies like Merrill Lynch and UBS financial service that incorporate a variety of data from internal and external sources, including contact management data, real-time and historical market data, and research paper. Ito na, punta tayo sa mga intelligence technique na. Ito medyo banto. Intelligence technique. Ito yung organization can employ the variety of intelligence strategy provided by the artificial intelligence and data technology to collect individual and group information and expand their knowledge base for the purpose of capturing tacit knowledge, explicit system, case-based reasoning, and fuzzy logic and deployment. For knowledge discover, data mining, and neural network are utilized. They are able to identify hidden pattern, group, and behavioral in the huge data sets that cannot be found by manager worker alone or just via experience. Solution to situations that are too big and complex for the people independently. Investment are produced by genetic algorithm intelligence. Agent can automate repetitive tasks in the assess business and finding the filtering information to use in the supply chain management, electronic commerce, and other processes. Meron dito, punta tayo dito sa A, expert system. This system store the knowledge or knowledgeable worker as a set of rules in the software system that other employees inside the company can use. Expert system lack of depth of compensation and grasp of the fundamental concept possessed by the human expert. Expert systems are now frequently employed in the business for making discrete, highly organized decisions. Meron dito yung works expert system. Expert system represents human knowledge as a body of rule known as the knowledge base. Forward chaining involves the inference engine starting with the data that the user has input and searching the rules based on the CAM solution conclusion. The plan is to execute the rules action when the conditional is meet or to fire it. Sa backward chaining, a method of searching the rule base where the user is questioned about the set of fact up front to test and hypothesis before the hypothesis is either verified or refuted. Sa advanced expert system provide enterprise and wide range of advantage including better judgment, fewer mistakes, lower costs, less time spent on training, and higher standard of quality and service. Expert system can business in the limit are clearly recognized despite the fact that they lack the robust of and general intelligence of you. Punta tayo sa B, ito yung case-based reasoning. Case-based reasoning or CBR involves storing description of previous experiment of human expert as cases in the database for later retrieval when the user comes across the new case with a set of relative criteria. The system looks through all of the stored examples for one that fit the new problem characteristic closest, then the applies to the old cases solution to the new issue. Case-based reasoning exposes information and collection of the user are always adding to the improving. Situational based reasoning can be found in the customer assistant or diagnostic system in the medicine, where user can assess old example with threats that are comparable to the new case. Application in the consumer electronics and engineering benefit for Logic ability to provide smooth change in the output instead of discontinuous one of the situation. Logic has been shown to the helpful by management for organizational control and decision making. Yan yung Fuzzy. Ito, punta tayo dito sa neutral network. Neutral network learn pattern from massive amount of data by sorting through the data, looking for link, creating model, and repetitive fixing the mistake by the model itself. Each consists of several sensing and processing nodes that communicate constantly with one another. In the medical research and business, neutral network application address issue with the pattern classification, prediction, financial analysis, control, and optimization. In the medicine, neutral network application are utilized to pattern identification in the pathology image, epilepsy, and Alzheimer's disease diagnosis, and screening individual for coronary artery disease. The financial sector makes use to neutral network to find pattern in the massive data sets that could be used to forecast stock performance, corporate bond rating, and business bankruptcy. By keeping an eye on all Visa transactions or any abrupt change in the cardholder purchasing pattern, Visa International employs a neutral network to help identify credit fraud. Dito sa genetic algorithm. Genetic algorithm look through a population or randomly produced binary digits string to find the string that best represents the problem ideal answer. The worst solution of the eliminated as they change the mix, while the best one of the keep and continue to keep better solution. With the hundreds of thousand variable or formula, dynamic and complicated issue can be solved using genetic algorithm. Genetic algorithm speed up the process since they can swiftly compare the large number of potential solutions, determine which is intelligent agent are a computer program that carry out special activities for the single user business process or software application without any direct human involvement to complete activities or make decisions on the behalf of the user. The agent leverage the built-in and learn knowledge base in today's operating system, application software, email system, mobile computing software, and network tools. There are several intelligence agent applications. For instance, the wizard include a Microsoft Office software tool to have ability to foresee when she needs will help and show user how to complete various tasks such as formatting documents and making graphs. That's all, sir, for my presentation, and thank you for listening.